my way to work. It's a hot morning. Getting ready for work. I'm doing the vacant home today, and it's so new. The paint is so new. The smell is so severe. It stinks. I'm already done taking the photos, so now I'm just going around doing 3D scans. So what I do is I move this guy around, and if you've seen Google Maps, you just kind of, I pretty much move him to the points where people would be interested in kind of zooming around and looking. My English is bad, especially lately. Then push this button here. And it pretty much scans, and I gotta be out of sight so I don't get scanned in my scan. So I'll give a tour of this vacant apartment. It's me. Lastly, it's this bigger room. Pretty small. It's got this little restroom tucked away inside. A lonely toilet. This one's pretty quick. I'll be out in just a bit, and then I gotta go out and find the amenities. In this little corner here. The scan don't see us.
Proof is in the roof.
So I was saying that every morning when I go to work and I'm stuck in traffic, I'll listen to someone that influences me. And it used to always be Ralph. Actually, every now and then I listen to Ralph. InfiniteWaters is his YouTube channel, and he has a lot of great things to say about self-development, self-growth, self-improvement. And lately, I've been watching Jay Shetty. Jay Shetty is a typical guy. Like, he's done all the bad things as a kid, but at some point in his life he met a monk, and then he started learning from a monk, and he started implementing all his teachings into like everyday life. And I find that so inspiring. And check him out, like, you'll understand what I'm talking about if you actually check out and see what he has to say. One of the most captivating things that he's said so far, that I've heard so far, was that when you question the intentions behind anything that you do, you ask yourself all the whys behind what you're doing, and eventually you find out if it's something that's out of ego, something that's out of greed, or something that's out of lust, or it could be something out of compassion, something out of love, something out of joy. Those are your weeds or your seeds, and it's very easy to confuse weeds and seeds, and you want to plant more seeds in your garden. That's what you want to do, right? You want to put more seeds in your garden, more things that are good for you, good for your future. That's why I really feel like you should check out his channel, Jay Shetty, or just look him up. He's got a bunch of videos on Facebook too. My mom's the one who introduced me to him, and thanks, Mom. Like, that's like a really awesome figure to send over my way, because I like listening to stuff like that. If it's not Jay Shetty or Ralph that I'm listening to on the freeway, I'm like listening to TED Talks, because I'm always trying to better myself. It is hot. Now I gotta do the fun part. The drone. Check that battery. I think this is good enough battery. Make sure my memory card's in there, because last time, one time I forgot my memory card in my drone. I had to drive all the way back home just to get that memory card to put in my drone to do work. Lesson learned, buy extra memory cards. And that's exactly what I did, thank God. And then, this is the controller. And I was just like, where's my phone? My phone needs to go in here. Now that that's all done, I have to stick around the area until around like 3 o'clock for my next appointment, because it's another home that's 7 miles away. And I don't want to go all the way back home and then have to drive all the way back to this area. So sometimes I'll go out, get something to eat, go to Starbucks, take some time to think about what kind of content I want to make, or what kind of projects I want to plan for photo shoots, or sometimes even painting, or even what games to play. Yeah, sometimes I plan to play what games I want to play. Did I even say that right? I always have these handy dandy premium washcloths. Not even sponsored, because no one cares. Yet. These things are a lifesaver. Not only can I clean my hands, but I can also clean my equipment. And my steering wheel. Yeah. And me. Shove it down here where I put most of my inconspicuous trash. Well, it's not all trash. Those are clean, just in case for emergencies, like emergency sneezes. This is like those Swiffer rags that I use to dust my car. And also, here's my car, you can kind of see it. Inconspicuous trash that I'll toss later. Same. This is my camera equipment bag. And that shouldn't be there. My jacket, because I always leave things in my pockets, like my inhaler, I always leave it in there in case it gets cold. And this is the back of my car. Down here is my one of my tripods that I use for work, and then my little sunscreen. And yeah, that's just about it. I got into the habit of keeping my car clean because I worked as an Uber driver at some point, and I don't know, it just seemed very nice to have a very clean car, and I was like, you know what, I want to try to maintain that. So I did. Never regretted it, ever. Having a clean car makes you feel really good, especially when you're making hard turns. Those are all water cups. I know, I need to throw them away. Okay, I've had enough of this heat. I'm going inside Starbucks for a little while. You know what I love about Starbucks? Their restrooms, and the AC, and the caffeine. Oh, shh. Uh-oh. Got a dilemma here, guys. I need some TP. TP. There's a cactus. So I got to the second home, and there was still unwrapped furniture everywhere, like new furniture, unwrapped carpets, all everywhere. Normally it's not my job to move those things around, and it's a new vacant home, and they're just staging it to look nice. So me and the agent moved some of the things around because we got the okay, like, hey, move what you can and take whatever photos that you can. So that's what we did, and then luckily the staging people came a few minutes later, so now I gotta wait for them for hopefully an hour or two. I mean, hopefully just an hour. And when they finish everything, that's when I can take the photos. Because that's the whole point of staging. I was already taking photos, but it's okay. I don't mind the wait. Luckily, this is the last home that I have to do today. And other than it being hot, it's actually pretty nice out here. I don't think you can see it that well with this camera, but there's a nice hill or trail behind me. And I know in situations like these at work where sometimes you gotta do what you're not supposed to do, you can get angry and frustrated. But you know, I find it more important to learn how to adapt in any situation, whether it's work or not. And this is just like one of those situations. It's like somewhere down the pipeline of work, you know, and Mistakes happen like that all the time. And instead of getting angry about it or getting all bent out of shape, I feel like it's best to adapt to that situation. I don't know about you, but I kind of appreciate moments like this, where unexpected things happen and sometimes you get some free time to yourself and you just think. You take a look around you and you take a breath. It's nice. Alright, back to work. Well, they're not done yet, but I gotta use the restroom. That was the most important part, because you gotta know where you can use the restroom, you know? It's now 6:20 and I finally am able to do my job. I'm taking photos. I wasn't able to show you guys earlier. There was nothing in here. All the furniture was all over the place, but now it's actually looking very nice. This is basically what the stagers do. They're able to make the place look good and fancy. So all this stuff was still in its package, and it was all over the floor and in different rooms. They put it together. It looks good. Very clean. Let's see what happened over here. Wow, yeah, this bed wasn't even here when I came in. It's just a completely white room. And like just furniture all over the floor. Lights don't work. Oh, just kidding. Woo! Very nice. Can I turn on this one? No. Ah, I see. Even this restroom looks good. Very nice. Very nice. Alright, so yeah, there's just like a blank room, kind of like this one. There's nothing in here. Do the lights work? Sure. Nice. Okay, cool. Restroom's looking fancy. Ish. And then there's this room. All blank. Turn on the lights. There we go. Alright, now I gotta finish this up as fast as possible so I can get this video going and so I can pick up Lauren at the bus station. That'll be fun. Also, here's the backyard or patio, whatever you call it. Looks nice. Very nice. Very peaceful. Very aesthetic. Just finished up. Now the drum parts. It's now 7:45 and it's gonna take me about 40 minutes to get home.